Hello and welcome back. This is part 2, the video cut off. If you want to watch the intro and this first part, then please watch part 1. And sorry if you hear sounds. My puppy is playful right now. Alright, so with the Hermit, what I'm feeling here is that you have been feeling other people's energy quite strongly. And lately you've been feeling more at peace and in your truth and on your own, kind of being away from certain types of people. I see that you're beginning to be more discerning with who you spend your energy, your time with, who you invest into, who you communicate about important things going on in your life. And I feel like you're starting to see your path is being led more to an inner evolution, and you're really feeling the dissonance with the energies around you, and yet you're feeling certain magnetic energetic pull towards perhaps more of a spiritual calling, whatever religion or faith or belief or spiritual path that you have. That is what I'm seeing here. So I feel like this card wants to go next. So let's see what this is. What is it? What is it? Okay. So we have the Lovers. It says Adam and Eve. You're starting to see the truth beyond the veil. You're starting to see what it is that you may have been, how can I say, it may has been quite some time of you believing something, and you're starting to see what it really means for you and how it has actually helped you. And it might be something that some people don't understand. Some people don't like it. They don't see it in the way that you see it. And so it becomes a problem, an issue for them. But you're feeling guided towards your truth, and whatever truth that is for you, as long as it's genuine and it comes from your heart, your intuition, heart, body, mind, and soul, then you're on the right path, as long as you're not harming anybody. And you're beginning to see who really has your back and who has really been supportive, and you're grateful to those who have. But what I'm seeing here is you're starting to connect with certain energies, and certain energies are starting to feel more dissonant with you, that you feel for your own protection and for your own how can I say, for your own sanity of your mental health, or like your emotional, physical, mental, material health. You're done with the bullshit, and you are just feeling called towards what it is that you're following your inner compass. You're following your spirit. Your higher self is guiding you and leading you at this time. And so your guides just want you to know that when you feel in alignment, you are on the right path. And sometimes there could be a dissonance where we are creating something within ourselves that's not allowing us to expand to the full capacity, or, like I say, just expand in more abundant ways. There are things that are interfering with you, and this is something that you have been feeling. You've been trying to cleanse certain energies. You feel energetic vampires or emotional vampires. It's funny, but side note, if you're interested, or if you ever have watched What We Do in the Shadows, the movie and or the show, I just think it's hilarious, and it's coming through just because of the like energetic and and emotional vampires. So I don't know, if you want to look into that, it's pretty funny. But yes, there are certain distractions that have been going on in your life, but your guides are watching you. Like, I keep getting called to this here, and I know it was the Hierophant, the high priest, but I'm seeing this as like your guides, your gods, your goddesses, or God, or your higher self, your ancestors. Like, this is whatever connects with you in the truest essence of your soul. They're watching you. They are watching over you, and they love you and appreciate you for everything that you do. And it's making me want to get emotional, but I'm being drawn back to this card here, the Six of Pentacles. You give so much of yourself to other people, and so often have you unfortunately experienced being taken for granted, taken advantage of, or just you've experienced some of the worst. But your guides are so grateful to you for continuing to pursue the light that is in your heart. You are doing your best to follow your intuition, and you're very appreciated. Oof. You're very appreciated by your guides, and they love you so much. Let's see. We have the Six of Swords. I'm going to flip all of these over. We have the Five of Feathers. And we have the Four of Feathers. Okay. I'm feeling Lilith's energy here. Maybe Lilith is one of your guides, or Medusa as well. There's someone here in particular that may connect with like left hand path, or under angels. You are appreciated by so many people of different, just, you are so loved. You fight for what's right, and you try your best to be as humble. This humbleness is seen. You have this energy that's so mystical, so abundant, so powerful, and yet you're so humble, and you're so quiet at times. Your focus People see your focus and they try their best to bring you down because they can see you progressing, and they can see how you are connecting in a higher, deeper state. And no one is better than anyone else, no matter where they are on their spiritual journey. It is all something that unfolds for us in time. Now let's see. This is the Six of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So it's interesting. Wow. 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4. Sometimes you may feel like there's some kind of you go through a lot of struggles where you feel your energy is really low, and then you go within and then you feel your energy is really high. And I feel like your energy, for the most part, you're becoming more balanced, but it's still like this teeter-tottering, difficult kind of thing for you, I feel. Yeah. Be aware not to get caught up in your head. You have a big mission in life, and everyone does in their own way. But a lot of people are too afraid to really fight their mind in a positive, more how can I say, in a way that they get more done in a loving way. Some people are too afraid. And there's something about your energy. You are a teacher. Maybe you are a life path 33. People may look to you for advice, and this may be something that you have never really realized, or you acknowledge this. I feel like you're very generous and very loving, and you do your best not to give biased opinion, but you give factual opinion. And so there's something about that being brought up again. People appreciate you even if they never tell you. You are so loved. And I know that energy keeps coming out, but let that be a reminder of just how loved you really are. Remind yourself here. Now, there's something here that I'm being called to with this red and blue. I think most people that watch my readings are from America, but I know that not everybody is. But I don't know, there's something here about red and blue. And here as well. Things are really changing, and it's going to get harder before it gets better. And this, you may always feel, is the case in many experiences in your life where you've had to fight for your rights, or you have to fight for your freedom to express yourself or just be who you are. There's so many people that come against you because they see that that amazing quality within you, that healer, that people want that for themselves, or if it's something they can't control, they want to destroy it. I'm drawn to this dog that's barking outside. I know it stopped. And I'm being drawn back to the other day, yesterday, when I was on my way to work. I saw an owl on a telephone pole. And it was beautiful. It reminded me of this experience that I had, which I have mentioned it before, but there was a day that my father and I were going to go walk our dogs, and as soon as we stepped outside, I thought I heard an owl. It sounded something like hoot hoot hoot, and I mentioned it. I brought it to my dad's attention too, and so my dad wanted to go find a flashlight to see if we can find it, because we started walking and we were under a tree that it sounded like it was right above us. And while he was going for a flashlight, I was staring at this tree from outside our house. So it was a distance. And I think I see it up at the top of the tree, but it was dark. And all I could see was this big shadow on top of a tree, that it looked like the tree, but I thought I saw it move, like if an owl were to move its head. So my father is still looking for the flashlight, and I mentioned, like, I think that is the owl. And I look, and all of a sudden I see it turn its head, and all I could see is like a blob, like a shadow that matches the tree, with like the eyes with just 2 dots. And then when I was like, oh dad, look, it is an owl, it flew away. And I could see it was an owl. I saw the wingspan, and it was headed closer towards the desert closest. And I feel like you may be somebody who has been noticing owls more, or you're noticing a certain animal or some kind of sigil or something. You're seeing this pattern in your life, and your guides, those are your guides, and you have this inner knowing that it is, and it is. So this is a confirmation of that. You are listening, and when you hear them speak after you see something of this nature and you get a message from them, let that help you understand that this is 100% from them. If you really feel it, then don't deny it and don't doubt yourself. Okay? You really do go within, and you really are appreciated. Let's see. Actually, I'm feeling this one. The Knight of Chalices. So the Knight of Cups. Okay. Oh, there's something here about your inner child or your past lives. You've been connecting more with your past lives. You're tapping more into your Akashic records without even trying. And you may not remember... Ooh, what came out? The 8 of Candles. So the 8 of Wands. Ooh. The King of Chalices, but there's some other cards as well. So King of Chalices, 7 of Feathers, so King of Cups, 7 of Swords, and 8 of Feathers, so 8 of Swords. Oh, I'm seeing this as its own thing, but when you connect with your inner child and you connect with that creative passion and that authentic form of self-expression, you see what it is truly that you are here to do, and certain aspects of ways that you are here to achieve them, whether it's music or it's dance or it's it could be anything, or it's readings or energy work. You definitely, I feel like you have a connection to a spiritual family. I heard gypsy for somebody, and that's not going to be for everybody. Some of you, I feel like a lot of people here come from some kind of background. It could be religious, it could be spiritual. There's some kind of, I heard biological. It's like you come from a family of mystics and practitioners and priests or shamans, priestesses, seers. I just see this very magical, mystical aspect to your lineage. You are deeply connected. You may be afraid of losing somebody special to you. You're being watched over, and know that your guides are protecting you and this person. And there is a lot of energy that has been trying to affect you. But you have been helping this energy to back off and to back to sender, or cutting cords with negative energies or people. You hoped, you prayed, you manifested protection, and this energy is moving away from you. You are called to stand in your power and to continue to lead with your humbleness and your appreciation and your genuine energy and your love and your intuition. To not see with your physical eyes, but to see with your spirit eye. You are guided You're moving away from cycles with toxic energies. You're healing yourself and your family, your lineage, your loved ones. And there are blessings that are coming along the way. Let's see, it says, when they came up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord suddenly took Philip away, and the Inuch, did not see him again, but went on his way rejoicing. Acts 8:39. Philip and the Ethiopian. I heard Ethiopian opal. You may love opal, you may be a Libra, or this is October, so this is the time of Libra. You're balancing out the scales of the karmic patterns of your lineage. You're doing the soul work for you and your loved ones. And you are so appreciated for the hard work that you do, and you don't get enough reassurance of that. But this is reminding you that you really need to reassure yourself. And you get in feelings of your guide saying thank you to you. And you often have moments of pure just thank you for helping me, thank you. That thank you from other people, it doesn't hold the same weight as when it comes from you, because you breathe into it from the soul. You give that gratitude in such a deep level that some only give with empty words. You're really loved and protected. You need to get out of your head. However, not everyone or everything is out to get you, and yes, you do feel that energy strongly, but be aware that you're not keeping yourself emotionally tied or away from love that you feel. I actually see the Lovers. Continue to lead with your heart and to follow your intuition. We have the soul. Creation of a living being. The soul. Wow. Yeah. We've been talking about how you're more connected with your spirit. You're listening. You're following your guides. You're connecting directly with your source energy. It comes from you. I'm seeing you expanding and evolving and growing, and I'm seeing this very beautiful energy coming from you. This energy is meant to be shared with people, and some people try to control you or make you conform. It's bullshit. You were meant to share your light, and you are one of your worst enemies in this. It's you play a big role in this. We have the 10 of Feathers, the 10 of Swords. There's a lot of swords energy here. Samson loses his strength. After putting him to sleep on her lap, she called for someone to shave off the 7 braids of his hair, and she began to subdue him, and his strength left